Good evening and welcome back to Foundry. I have gone around and sorted out the power situation. This is going to get very messy in here. We're going to have one high voltage grid and then we're going to have multiple transformers. Each one of these is running a thing. So this is running somewhere doing something, and this is running somewhere doing something. I can't rename these, which is annoying because I'd love to be able to, so I can just at a glance go, hey, what's this for low voltage grid? Nope. Can't rename them. So there's one here running, well, all of this at the moment. I might break this up into segments, so we might have the xenoferrite, the techum, the steel having their own transformers, maybe. We'll see. Yeah, that's probably, that's this one here with the drone miners. But this one are our factories doing things. And one of them is doing the robots. One of them is doing the belts. Another one's doing loaders. But I don't know which is which, and there's no way for me to find out. So it's kind of annoying. I know this one's a research center because it's got research center, and there's another one here. It's the same. Look, just assemblers and loaders. So without being able to name them, it's very annoying. So I think that's kind of why I originally went with a like one grid for everything, because it's gonna be extremely complicated. It's just gonna be massive. If I could name them, then fantastic. So we could name them, like name this transformer, and every transformer that's on this grid will be able to name the grid, but alas, no, we cannot. So anyway, let's talk to BB. Hi BB. Oh, sorry BB, I did not mean to do that.
We are now compliant with the guidelines. Great work, team.
Cool. Okay. We have two things to do on the list. So, vacuum belts and Mark II belts. So, let's research Mark II belts now, because we're going to want them. Let's get that going. And then let's go and do the vacuum belts. I have made a space for it down here. Remember, this needs to be moved back because it's in the way. So this needs to be moved back and maybe over a bit or something, so I can get a bigger gap in between here. This is kind of what I've done with the whole thing. We've just had just extended the platform out a little bit and put this here. I know I said I wanted to put buildings and everything. I've changed my mind. Completely. I don't like that. I know it's just solid and we could add windows and things to the side of that. I think in amongst the trees, I'd much rather just have a platform with the factory on it, and then dot trees around it, and just have it be open platform. I don't like that. So we might change that up to just have like it'll have a roof for the landing platform, although the landing platform doesn't require flooring. It doesn't need it. So technically the landing platform could be the roof, because it doesn't need flooring, so we could remove all this and not worry about it. So we'll see. I just don't, I mean, this is closer color to those. See, it's a much closer color to what they are now, but it just stands out. It really, I mean, I know it's yellow, I get that, that's fine, but it just, I know these stand out, but they're subtle. Yeah, I don't like that. And I know we could decorate it, we could change the walls, I could do better walls, we have better decoration for things, so we could make things, you know. I think buildings work if you have a big open environment. It makes sense because they break it up, whereas because we've got all the trees and dotted around them, it just is horrible and I don't like it. So we will probably not do that for the vacuum bolts. I'll build a thing down here and we will put the landing pad on top, but it might just be on top with some supports, just looking like it's holding it up. Simple as that. Yeah. Anyway, we have to run this down. So I'm going to remove a couple of bits here. And we're going to run this down like this. And I think we're going to run it down again. Yeah. So our bus is going to come down. Okay. And unfortunately, when it comes down, we can't put those on top there because, as you can see, they're too high. So it's got to come back here. So if we put the it's very difficult to show here, but put that there. They're one too high. So that's not going to work for us, and that's the closest you can get them because of hitbox reasons. So what we're going to have to do is, in fact, bring this forward, and it has to kind of go forward 2 more than the platform below it. When it goes up, it has to go up 2 before. When it's in front, it has to go 2 after, because it has to sit on top of that. Then we can bring it down by 1. You see? So that's the best you can do it. That's the best you can do it, because you can't have 2 slopes in there. So it's kind of annoying. It's kind of, I understand it. I don't understand it, although I also at the same time kind of don't know why they can't stack on top of each other. But yeah. Okay, so this wants to go to there. Yeah, it's not a terrible thing. Don't get me wrong. I'm not like this. This isn't like the power lines. This is not like the power lines that I absolutely hate with a passion. The power lines have got hitboxes and stuff on them. This is just a minor inconvenience, this one. So it means that we have to come out to here to start our factory, which is fine, because the factory can still be here anyway, and we'll just go to the end and come in. So go there. But what I want to know is, should I continue with what I'm doing with the power lines, so that we have I mean, I can still run the large power lines up and down and bits and pieces. This has got this is what I mean by the power lines. That's the tightest I can get at. There's no way I can run it through the wall without having a big window there. So yeah. Also, you can paint doors, which I didn't realise you can paint doors, but you can. So if I could interact, I can't interact with that because I put a wall in the way of it. Silly carpenter did that. Boop, boop. There we go. Okay. So if I carry on with this, this is going to become huge. It's going to become just ridiculously massive. What I can do, and what I normally do, is I have all of the transformers out where the actual power gen is, which is not where that is anymore. It's over here now. And I put all the transformers out here, and they just connect directly behind the boilers, and they connect to the grid, and then the low voltage grid just runs the entire length of the entire factory, which we could do, because when we split a belt out, we can do that anyway. We can just run it down below the belt. So I think I might go with that. Should I go with that? Should I carry on with what we're doing here and just deal with the fact that it's going to be massive and messy and yeah. Okay. So what do we need for vacuum bots? Vacuum bots require exactly the same as this one did. Exactly the same as this one did here. I really do not like this building. I'm going to remove it. I'm going to remove the side of this building. I really don't like it. I just really don't like it. So it needs the same as this building here. So I could do a carbon copy of this building here. Is this producing enough bots? What we're doing here? We're doing 6, 12, 18. So we're currently doing 30. Hold on a minute. 36. We're doing 36. Now, when we get to the better assemblers, we can increase it. We can double this. So this will be doing 72, which is nice. Did I say I was going to have a set number, or did I aim for a target, as in speed? Did I aim for 4 machines for each one, or was I going to aim for a 1 per second, which is what I'm doing on the live streams? I think I'm mixing up my playthroughs here between the live stream and what I was doing in. Yeah, so I'm not sure what I was doing anymore. So let me know if I figure that out. I don't know. I don't know what I was going to do. So look at the roof there. Yeah. So there's the platform, and we could easily just put supports in on the side of it. Maybe even put it behind it, or it could just float there. It could just float there. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I don't like the building. I just don't like the building. Okay. Right. So let's go with 4 then. Let's just duplicate what we got here. I might try and aim for like the same amount on each of them. I want to aim for about 60 a minute, which means we should have 5 of these machines, because these double in speed. So they're doing 6 now. When you get the assembler Mark 3s, they do twice that. They do 12 a minute. So if we plan it for the assembler Mark 3s, and we want to do 60 divided by 12 is 5, so we should have 5 machines. So 6 machines is a bit much, but it's fine because we know this can deal with it all. So yeah. Well, did I plan it to the speed of this? I don't remember. But we're going to make a carbon copy of this over here, and I'm literally going to make a carbon copy of it 1-to-1 right here. So you've seen me build this one already, so I'm going to just get on with this, dig some flooring in, put some stuff in, and do exactly the same thing again right here. Okay, a slight change of connection, the change of things towards the end here, because I decided to put these down here. I removed the building around it and discovered these blue containers spawn just below the platform and then run up inside it. So you could see them poked out the bottom of the platform. You could see them down there, which was very off-putting. So I decided to move them out behind, so they just sit behind now. So this goes out, this feeds down, but there you go, it just feeds to behind. No problem at all. We can choose to plant some big mega trees down here. I never want to plant any of these guys ever because I hate them. These ones here. Look, they are a 4x4 hitbox for such a small tiny tree. It's awful. So we're just going to remove all those from the rainforest entirely for the rest of the time, and then we're just going to come back here and we're going to, I think I put a couple of these big trees in here, and then maybe we'll go with a little one here. There is this short tubby one which can go there. Do that, boom, and they can grow, and then it will be nice, and then the ships will come in and have to crash through leaves to get to places. But yes, so I had to change up this here. What's wrong here? Oh, you are running out. Yes, I had this set to the wrong output, so it's the exactly same design. I've just had to change the output here. So this used to go up, so now it comes back down again, and these just twist around and connect to it there, boom, like that. So this is kind of the same as this. It's mirrored itself. So yeah, and it all works, and it copied, and it did produce 31 transport bots before I realized that I'd copied the recipes from here to there, and then didn't want to make transport bots. I wanted to make vacuum bots, so we have now. There we go, vacuum bots are going. Let's see here for so I want to make myself a new space station terminal, so I can do some things. Let's put in, they're too big, aren't they? They're a 5x5. Oh, they're massive. Okay. I don't want to put in some trees along here, maybe. But not just put a row of straight trees in, because that would look odd. Hence why I wanted the wiggly tree. But that's a 5x5, that wiggly tree. Could we put in the wiggly tree? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then come down here and do that and put it in there. Blocked by power line. What? Oh yeah, of course. Okay, and I want to have it lean. There we go. Awesome. Yeah. Right, we cut out some things on there. Okay, boom. Okay, so we're making that. So yes, I want to make another spaceship terminal because I just want to. I have to go there back to get access here. So contact space station. Sales platform. I did already set it to sell. Okay, cool. So we are now going to be making even more money. So we can store 100,000. That's how far I upgraded the vault. We can't upgrade the vault anymore. To do that, we need structural improvements, which is a long way down the tech tree. So what I'm going to do is, I think, upgrade the solar panels again. Let's do that. Ba-dump. Yep, we can upgrade these all the way up to 5 before we need to do the structural improvements. So we'll probably do that because solar panels are always needed. So that'll be fine there. We are a planetary forge right now. We're very close to upgrading that. So this will help us. This should double our profits. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But what we really want to do is get to trading in the galactic map. That's ideally what we should be looking at here. So let's see here. I've unlocked none of these sectors. I can pick a set. So let's see what you want. You want heavy duty and standard transport bots. You're the same. Transport bots, cleaning bots, snack bots, maintenance drones. It's a bit. That's a good world. That's a good world because it's there. But like looking at say this one. So this has got 4. You think, well, 4 is better than 2, isn't it? But if they only want 96 an hour, and this one's 288 and 144 per hour, this world will make you more money than this world will. Because you can sell more per hour. So yeah, they're both the same. That's usually what I start off with, transport bots and the bots. But this one, mind you, you don't want anything else. So let's see here. We can unlock 1. Let's unlock this sector because it's got 2 worlds in it. So that will benefit us there. But we unlock the sector. There we go. We own. Well, we don't own this sector. We are allowed to now trade with this sector. So we have unlocked this. So our scanners are now pointing here. We scan this sector. But we still have to buy a license to trade with each and individual planet. The market share here is owned by Nexus Core Exchange, so they're 100% and we are 0. So they're the only producers of stuff on this world. They produce it and they sell it locally. No other companies seem to trade around that I've seen so far. They're all just completely local. Like, see, Nexus Core Exchange, and so Ultris is here, and Nexus Core Exchange must trade between these two here. I don't think I've seen. I don't think you'll see Nexus Core Exchange anywhere else in the world. Like you won't see them. Smart Systems are only on here. This has got 2 because there's individual worlds that are doing things. So yeah, so in the compass. But yeah, so if we went here, we would have to defeat this place here, sell more to this and build market share over time. It's not just about selling more, it's about constantly selling as well. You need to keep a constant supply up because if you drop off, you lose your ranking with them. So, not that I know exactly what the rankings do. Nothing at the moment, I think. It's purely just this. It's purely this. So we have none right now. There's Keelan's compass, we could see that, and there's Nexus Core Exchange. So we only need to get 1,800 points to beat them. So yeah, that's cool. Lifetime earnings as well. We're almost hitting the 200,000 mark. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But how about we go, wrong button, let's go back to the map. Let's go to here, and I want to trade with these guys because we are making transport bots, and we can make 288 per hour. We can make 72 a minute. So yeah, so acquire a trade license for 4,000. We can have 2 of them. So maybe we acquire the trade license here as well. That seems like a good idea. Let's do that. But there you go. To trade with the world, we need to create a supply route. A supply route requires a ship. We do not, I believe, have any ships spare. No. So, let's go back to the station. Let's go to spaceships. And here, so we have one here which is doing the reoccurring market order. So this is keeping our construction materials topped up, which is awesome. Let's buy a new ship. I'm going to buy another tier 1 ship. But there, you can name all the ships if you want to. You can click on these and give them custom names and stuff, but I'm just going to leave it like it is here. And we're going to assign cargo ship 3 to our one here. So this is planetary shipping. What I found that works for me, depending on the world you're going to have and things, or the universe you're going to have, if we go to here and we go add a ship, which is going to be the only ship we have spare, this can do 48,000 kilograms an hour. Now that is per real life hour, not per game hour. So that's why it's 48,000. The ship only has 1,000 storage, but it can travel to there, to this world and back again 48 times in one real life hour. And in game hour, I think is 75 seconds. So obviously the in-game hours are a lot faster, so it can travel backwards and forwards a lot. So that's why this number is much higher than what you think the cargo ship can actually do. So yeah, and it uses 300 litres a trip. I don't think it travels backwards and forwards 48 times. I think this is a little misleading, if I'm honest with you, with the way things are listed here. That it is a little misleading, because that's per trip and that's per there. So really this should be fuel per hour, and that should be fuel per hour, and it should be 300. So it delivers 48,000 cargo using 300 fuel. It's a little strange with the way they've done here. So yeah, and we will buy fuel in because we can't make any yet. So yeah, and we want to sell transports. We can't sell heavy ones, so we'll sell transports. So these are 40 kilos. If we go up to maximum here, you'll see we can deliver 288 in the time required. That's per real life hour. And it's not using, we still have 36,000 kilograms available in this one little ship. So the smallest ship that we can make could do this trip 100 times and still have space in its cargo. So you don't have to worry about looking at large ones there. The numbers are, as I said, a little misleading. They do tend to, it is strange because it doesn't necessarily I mean it says so here. Cargo per hour, this is the lowest on the tooltip there. Cargo per hour is assigned in steps of 48 since sales are in-game hour, and there are 48 in-game hours per real hour. So hence why this moves 48. So basically that 48 products is one in-game hour. We'll be delivering 48. So we can fill this all up to do 288, which is per real life hour. It's just strange that they've used that. It's a little bit of a weird. So yeah, but you can add multiple ships to a supply route if you wanted to. Don't need to. Do you want to with them? It's fine here. I have not really click save on that, but there you go. And now you see here, we are to transports selling. The base price is 20. The market leader is plus 5%, and the sector market leader is plus 10%. We don't get any of those, so we're selling them at 20 a go. And remember, our sales platform is selling them at 14 a go. So if we match that, we'd have to go up to like here somewhere, which means we wouldn't sell as many ourselves. But I'm going to do that for the transport bots because I don't really want to sell them on the sales platform. I want to sell them on the galactic market. You can just stop selling them and only sell them on the galactic market if you want to. But I tend to just up the price on them, so if any are here, we actually make more money than if we're selling them on the galaxy map. So you see the ship here. This is just a representation of the ship. It's not actually how fast it travels. You know, it travels from here to your destination and back again in one real life hour. But it's not actually where it's traveling, because you imagine it's doing this route backwards and forwards several times, probably traveling straight across, or maybe this is the route it has to take. I don't know, but it's delivering multiple times in that hour to make the money. But you will only get the money in one sort of hit, if that makes sense. It's misleading, but the numbers do all eventually just match up here, so that's fine. But I would suggest if you could either stop selling the things you are selling on the galaxy map, so you only get the best price for them, or up the price whilst you're not the market leader, because you will generally, the plus 50% will be above what it is. Once you become the market leader, you'll be selling them for more than 20. You'll be selling them for plus 5% would be 22.5, so you sell them for 22. So yeah, there we go. See, planetary sales. So apparently we've completed that map. We've completed the planetary sales. We've sold stuff on the galaxy map, but our ships to transfer, it's only got halfway there. But it registers per hour. That's what this number is in the top corner up here. This is a day, an entire day, and this is the hour. This is an in-game hour. So this ticks along, boom, and then gives you how many you've done per in-game hour. So it figures out how much money you get per in-game hour, but the numbers on the galactic map are per real life hour. So misleading, as I've said, but don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. This tree's growing here. Awesome. Right. Okay. So now that's been done there, and I've upped the price of the sales for that bot, which means we won't be selling many of those bots on the station, but if we do, we'll get more money than if we sold them on the galactic map. So we want to make money. That's the thing. This is all going to come to a halt because we are now no longer selling enough to, not this one, well, both of them. We're not selling enough to do this. Also, we only have one ship. So the ship is coming down, landing here and taking off again. So no ship's landing here. So how about we buy a second ship? I think we're going to have one ship per there. In fact, you know what we might do? We might change this. We might change it up a bit. We can currently store 200 transport bots. And I think our ships can move 200 transport bots. If we upgrade our storage, which is the cargo bay here, that increases. It doesn't tell you how much it increases it by, but it increases how much you can store things by, which then would mean we could go back and upgrade our spaceship hangar, which gives us more spaceship hangars there. And then we could do, where is it? Is it spaceship workshop? No. How do we get Mark II ships? Upgrade our docking facilities. I thought that was the hangar. Do. Huh. None of them tell me it unlocks the next spaceship. So I'm not sure which one it is. It probably is this one. I'm not sure. Let's do it anyway. We're at the hangar bay to support more ships. Cargo capacity there. Oh no, docking facilities. This one. This is what we need to do. We need to do the hangar bay A. Sorry, I missed the docking facilities. It's right there. I'm blind. Let's do that. And then we can do the other one. Then we can upgrade the cargo. And then we can use medium ships. Well, not medium ships. We can use large, small ships. There's tier 1 and tier 2. They can both land on this platform here, the small cargo ships. But the basically the other cargo ship is twice as size. It's twice as long. So instead of having just the 2 blue bays on either side, it has 4. So it can pick up a lot more in one go. In fact, it can pick up the entirety of this station, this thing, if it's completely full. It can pick up the whole lot in one go and transport off and away it goes, which is awesome. We want to do that because that's important. So we can have a ship that's not that size, it can be twice a bit, and boom, there it goes. And I use those to transport from the planet up again. When you get to the bigger cargo pads, you can still use these ships, but then you can also upgrade to medium ships as well. But I do that, and then I use these short stumpy ones for transferring around the galaxy map, because I haven't found worlds that ask for more than those ships can handle. So like 288, 144, 144, 192. Yeah, see, none of these are asking stupidly. I can't scan these are too far away. But the 480 transport drones is still not going to be enough to fill a tier 1 cargo ship. I have seen other people with thousands. The worlds near them require thousands of stuff. I've not been that lucky. On the 2 playthroughs I've had, I've never found a ship that size. So yeah, maybe I'm doing something wrong. I don't know, but oh well. Okay, so what about Mark IIs? What do we want to do with them? We can make them here. They require the same things, machine parts and stuff, and we can do that here, so they don't require any steel. But we do need to move this back because we will require steel for Mark IIIs, and also we'll require other things for Mark IVs. So I definitely want to move that back to be at least 10 away from here. I might move it over a little bit as well, so we've got space in between for our storage. So, okay. let's talk to BB, and then let's have a plan out and see what we want to be doing next.
Product sales accomplished. Oh, do I ever like the sound of profit? Good job. This is just the beginning. There are many planets, and there's a lot of demand.
Always have to give the last word, don't you, BB? Always have to do the last word. Nah. You want the lava cave as well. Let's unlock the elevator. We can do the lava caves for that. Unlocks all scanning porous rock. Nice. Okie dokie. And we can get heavy duty transport bots as well, which I probably would like to do. So we'll do that afterwards. So, okay. Okay. So let's and let's add to the list to the bottom here. Lava caves. There you go. Okay. I do that because I tend to forget what I'm doing between episodes. So I'll say, oh, we're going to do this, and then don't get to it. If I make a note, I'll remember it. That's the best way to do it. So, okay, let's see. Actually, let's not see. Let's leave this to the next episode, and we will move this in the next episode, and then go with Mark II belts. Yeah. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. Thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you have enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.